We're on the Raw debut on Netflix, and John Cena is talking about how he wants to become Grand Slam champion until he gets interrupted by a man he has a lot of history with. Look, fella, you definitely deserve to become Grand Slam champion, but so do I. So why don't we fight for the right to face Braun Breaker at, I don't know, maybe the Royal Rumble? Adam, make it official. It's official. Everyone is elated by the big time impromptu match, but who can get the chance to become Grand Slam champion? Well, the match is underway, and both men are giving it their all. It's the very beginning of the John Cena retirement tour, and Sheamus is ensuring it starts off on the right foot with the in-ring action. But will Cena start a retirement tour on the right foot with a win? Or can Sheamus overcome Big Match John? While they're running back their classic moves, Sheamus even hits the 10 beating blows onto Cena, and following the 10th clubbing blow, the leader of the C Nation collapses on the outside, and from there, Sheamus takes a big risk as he goes to the top rope, and after playing to the crowd, he launches himself at Cena, and from there, he doesn't let up as he hurls him into the barricade, but as he's looking to inflict more damage, Cena out of pure desperation hurls the Celtic Warrior into the ring post. He's busted open, and Cena takes advantage. He puts Sheamus into the ring, and then he goes to the top rope as he calls the big man to his feet, but as he leaps off, Sheamus unbelievably catches John before planting him with a powerbomb. Even with blood pouring out of his skull, Sheamus continues to fight. He is desperate to become a Grand Slam champion, but so is Cena, as when Sheamus looks for a brogue kick, Cena ducks, then nails an AA before sprawling into the cover. 1, 2, no! Sheamus survives, and Cena is dumbfounded. He thought the farewell tour would start off in a much more simpler way, but he knows he has to keep up with the offense as he locks in an FTF onto Sheamus. It's a hell of a sight, blood draining out of the Celtic Warrior with Cena locking it in tighter and tighter, and ultimately, Sheamus passes out. Cena gets the chance to finish his story at the Royal Rumble, but Sheamus doesn't get his shot. It's heartbreak for the future Hall of Famer. But regardless, just like always, Sheamus pushes forward. As although he's a bloody mess, he grabs a camera and says, "Royal Rumble? I can't face Braun, but I can and I will declare myself for the men's Royal Rumble, just like John, and when I win, Braun or John, I'm coming for that Intercontinental Championship." Sheamus gives his declaration. He knows exactly what he wants, but can he accomplish his goal? Well, at the Rumble, Sheamus unfortunately draws an unlucky number 8 spot, and he's putting in a hell of a shift. He's proving he can still go, he's proving he can still hang in there, and he's deep into the match, and in the ring at that point is himself, the former Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker, and the new Intercontinental Champion John Cena. Fate has brought these three men together, and Sheamus is fighting with everything he has. He's desperate for the Intercontinental title, but Braun is blinded by rage. He's decimating the Celtic Warrior. It's looking bleak for Sheamus, and Braun throws him over the top rope, and after dealing with John, he runs at Sheamus, but he ducks and sends Braun to the outside. He's gone, and unfortunately so is Sheamus. John gets one up on him again. It's another heartbreak for him. So where does he go from here? Well, on Raw, Braun has just reclaimed his title by demolishing John Cena. Something has snapped in the next big thing, and this is shown as he continues the assault on the Grand Slam champion after the win. It's a disgraceful act by Braun. He's looking to end the retirement tour early. That is until Sheamus comes out and runs him off. He saves John. Even though he's been screwed by him twice, he knows it's because John was the better man. And on top of that, he knows this is the best chance he has to win the Intercontinental Championship. But Adam Pearce doesn't think so, as following the show, Sheamus confronts Pearce with the GM saying, "Look, Shamo, you are a legend, and I don't mean this with any disrespect, but I can't just give you a title match. You'll have to earn it, so next week, you'll fight an opponent of Braun Breaker's choosing. If you win, you get Braun at the Elimination Chamber. If you lose, your opponent does." Pearce lays down the law, but who will Sheamus have to fight? Well, it's fight night. He's waiting to see who he'll have to face if he wants a shot at finishing his story, and everyone finds out who Braun has chosen. Making his main roster debut is none other than the leader of Gallus, Joe Coffey. No one knows if this is a true call-up to the flagship show or a one-time appearance, but people predict the outcome of the match will determine where Joe lies. But regardless, the match is on, and it's a bare-knuckle fight. Both men are giving it their all. They both want to punch their ticket to Elimination Chamber, but neither man will wilt, neither man will quit. But both men are human. They can only tolerate so much damage, as with a critical knee, Sheamus knocks Coffey down. Then he goes into the corner. He's looking for a bro kick, but Wolfgang distracts him. It's unbelievable, and to add heat to the flames, Joe goes for a roll-up. 1, 2... No! Sheamus kicks out, and as soon as he does, out of sheer desperation, he looks for a bro kick with reckless abandon, and he connects it onto the leader of Gallus. Sheamus has done it. He gets his chance to face Bron Breakker at the Elimination Chamber. And before the show cuts to the ads, we get an epic stare down between the champ who runs the camp and the challenger who is desperate to finish his story. But can Sheamus finish his story at the Elimination Chamber? Can he finally become the Intercontinental Champion? Or can Bron retain? Well, the match is on, and it just so happens to be an absolute banger. It's two buff, beefy men slapping meat. Sheamus is giving it his all. This could be his last chance at becoming a Grand Slam champion. But Bron is still a machine. He even busts out a standing moonsault, which doesn't put Sheamus away. And instinctively, he grabs the ropes, although this gives Bron a very sick idea. If Sheamus didn't feel nauseous before, he certainly does now. And Bron throws him into the ring and goes into the cover. 1, 2... No! Sheamus survives, so Bron looks for another spear, but this time he misses, and Sheamus begins his comeback. He's hitting Bron with everything he has left. He even hits an Irish Curse backbreaker, but Bron stays in the match, so Sheamus begins winding up for a bro kick, but Bron, with the speed of Sonic, nails another spear onto the Celtic Warrior, and then with a third spear, he goes into the cover yet again. 1... No! Sheamus, with the heart of a warrior, kicks out at 1, and this gives him a huge burst of energy, including a bro kick, before he collapses into the cover. 1, 2... No! A rope breaker may have just cost Sheamus. He has nothing left. But regardless, he still lines Bron up for another brogue. However, Bron grabs him by the throat, but Sheamus counters with an elbow, and both men charge at each other, but Sheamus nails another brogue, but he collapses. He's done, and the referee starts the count, and unbelievably, Bron Breakker retains via a double knockout, but Sheamus never lost. And on the following Raw, he interrupts Bron Breakker as he claims that he never got pinned, so he should get one last chance. And Bron responds, "Nah, you lost. You're done. Nada. I am the champion. You are not." But Sheamus quickly rebuttals, "Alright fella, I need that championship, so I'll make a deal you can't refuse. At WrestleMania 41, you versus me. If I win, I get the Intercontinental Championship. If you win, you get to be the man who could say they ended my career. I know you want that." Yeah, you're right. I accept WrestleMania 41 title versus career. It's time for the big time rematch. Title versus career, Bron versus Sheamus, and as soon as the bell rings, Sheamus nails a bro kick which sends Bron to the outside, and Sheamus doesn't let up as he dives onto the stunned champ, and as quick as a flash, Sheamus puts Bron into the ring and lines him up for another, but Bron counters into a spear and goes into the cover. 1, 2... No! Sheamus won't be put down that easily, so the match rages on, with Bron trying to break the future Hall of Famer, and Sheamus reciprocates, but Bron decides to take the ultimate risk. He goes to the top rope, but as he descends from the heavens, Sheamus nails another brogue out of nowhere. Sheamus has done it! He's finished his story! He is now a Grand Slam champion! It's a heartwarming moment after all the heartbreak, and it's now time for the era of bangers to begin.